Game Nexus.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Game Nexus. It's Dwayne here, and today we're going to be talking about Kill Team. Now, if you're not aware, Games Workshop just re-released their game Kill Team. It previously existed as a board game or an expanded set of rules that came out as an extension to the Warhammer 40K rule set. It later, actually most recently last year, came out with another version of it called Shadow Wars Armageddon. And it kind of made you realize that maybe Games Workshop was looking at the skirmish tabletop side of things. Now, just to clarify here, it's worth noting that Warhammer 40K is a mass battle miniature game. So mass battle meaning tanks, vehicles of war, just large figure count. And they've dominated that landscape for decades now as far as the premier hobby. And then just a trend recently, you're starting to see game developers move more towards a skirmish style game. So whether that be Imperial Assault, Necromunda, which is a Games Workshop product, and just a plethora of games that are now taking a smaller approach to the miniature battle hobby. So Kill Team is no different. It's kind of unique in that Games Workshop is toting it as a game that can be played with existing figures. So as opposed to releasing a standalone product and an entire range of miniatures to go along with it, they're very keen on making sure that this product will work alongside Warhammer 40K. So the big deal here is you can actually use your existing miniatures. So what we're going to talk about today in this video is actually how to get started in Kill Team. Myself, I did jump on board this. I've been away from the 40K hobby for better part of a decade, almost 2 decades now to come to think of it. And it's just a hobby that I didn't want to jump too far into again. Having spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on Warhammer 40K figures, I just basically decided that I didn't want to go and revisit that well and spend all that money again just getting caught up on the hobby. So what I did instead is I jumped on board Kill Team as a way to sort of get back into the 40K hobby. It was sort of my entry point into the hobby. So there's a couple different ways that you actually can get into Kill Team just to start off with, and so we'll just walk you through it. So you can either buy the box set, which is a full-blown box set that Games Workshop has created. It actually comes with 2 starter forces, terrain, board, rules, tokens, the whole 9 yards, and it is actually a complete set. So you're going to get everything you need to play Kill Team out of the box. And it's going to set you back just over $100 or so, give or take. Now, the key thing here, though, is that if you have all of this stuff already and you don't really want to invest in more figures or the figures that come with the box, you can just buy the rulebook. And Kill Team does come as an option a standalone rulebook. And this is the same book that actually comes in the Kill Team box set. So much less startup costs because you've already got some of this collection. So are you impaired either way? Not really. I mean, I bought the box set because I don't have my collection anymore, and it comes with dice. The neat thing that I thought was actually really cool is it actually comes with a cardboard game mat. And it's a high quality game mat. It folds out, it's got really good artwork on it, and it defines the area that you'll be playing in Kill Team. And Kill Team's got a very specific size board that you're going to play on. And this also comes with some great plastic terrain, so ruins, Gothic buildings. And so I thought, it was worth the investment alone just for that, even if I don't play the armies that come with it. So either of those 2 ways is going to be your entry point into Kill Team. You're going to get the rules, which is the big deal. And just to clarify, the rules actually are different than 40K. A lot of players were asking, is it just 40K shrunken down to a smaller field? And no, it actually has a unique rule set to go with it. So just be prepared for that. So you've got your Kill Team box set, you've got your Kill Team rule book, you got some miniatures if you bought the box set. What do you do next? Well, the rule book is very comprehensive. Unlike 40K proper, they're not going to be releasing codexes or individual books for each force. So essentially the rule book's going to lay out all of the forces within the Warhammer 40K universe that are also coming to the table with Kill Teams. Now, Kill Teams are basically small groups of models. You're looking at anywhere from 5 to 10 models. No vehicles, no heavy equipment, much like dreadnoughts or oversized mechs that the Tau use or large demons. So you're looking at a 5 to 10 man infantry team. And so that's about the extent of the model count. So the rulebook's going to contain information for each of the factions on what you can bring and what you can use in your collection to create a kill team. And there are limitations for sure. But you're going to find that the rules are pretty flexible. You're going to be able to create a pretty cool customized force. Now, one of the cool things I thought was that Kill Team actually lets you add some flavor. It's got role-playing elements. endurance, there's persistence. It's very much pulled a lot of DNA from Necromunda. So you're going to have campaign options. You're going to have the ability to have a persistent game where you can level up your characters, give them perks, extra equipment. So that does exist. In the one-off game of Kill Team, it's simply just you versus your opponent, and there's not going to be any kind of progression in that respect. So once you've got your favorite faction, so to speak, you basically take your figures, you cram them into the Kill Team calculator as far as how much it's going to cost and what you can and cannot use, and then boom. So out comes your Kill Team, and you've got your 5 to 10 man squad, and you've got your figures, you grab your opponent, and essentially you hit the table with your Kill Team. Now, one of the things to just expect here is that the Kill Team lore, or the idea behind Kill Team, is that they're played out in kill zones. And kill zones are very specific sort of arenas of war. Right now, a lot of it seems to be predominantly urban landscape, but the rulebook's very clear in saying that you can create your own areas as long as you're within the confines of how big a kill zone needs to be. Let your imagination run wild. Be prepared, though, that they seem to lean towards this urban fighting. And so a lot of the scenarios in the book are going to actually have diagrams that show you where terrain goes, and a lot of it's going to be based around the box set, which is going to be urban ruins and landscapes. So just be prepared for that, but definitely let your creativity go. In fact, my final point here is actually I encourage creativity. Killzone is an excellent opportunity to just let your inner hobbyist unleash. You've got lots of opportunity to create custom characters. Not only that, but kit bashing models, just all sorts of creativity can be thrown on the table. I mean, dare I say it, you can even pull in figures from other games. I mean, the first thing that came to mind for me was Infinity figures, because I love Infinity sculpt. Granted, you do have to pay attention to scale, but Kill Team is a perfect opportunity to just pull in lots of different stuff from any of these games that you've played. Heck, I've even seen pictures of people who have created Kill Teams using Predator miniatures, and they're just shoehorning the stats into a specific faction, whether it be Orcs or Tau. But again, the physical representation, you know, just go nuts with it. So Kill Team's a pretty crazy good game. I haven't played it yet. I've read the rules. Very tight, very precise rules. Lots of factions are going to be coming out with pre-done box sets. So Games Workshop's going to be releasing, they call Kill Team sets. And the Kill Team sets are going to come with 5 figures, in most cases, a piece of terrain, and all the different elements you'll need, tokens, things like that, for that particular faction. And I think their intent is to release one for each of the major factions in the 40K universe. You know, whether that be the Tau, the Orcs, the Necron. So those are slowly rolling out. I believe they've got Space Marines, the Imperium, and they also have Orcs and I think Tyranids out right now. Either way, great opportunity. Pick one of those up if you're not sure how to make your own Kill Team, or if you don't even have any Warhammer figures. So basically, that's sort of in a crunch how you're going to get into the hobby. We are going to be doing more Kill Team videos in the future. This is just the first of many, but I wanted to kick it off with a video just sort of explaining how to get into the hobby side of Kill Team, and to just sort of explain what it's all about if you weren't too sure about the game. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we're going to keep these videos rolling out to you. So have a good one.
Game Nexus.
This video is created with the help of the Game Nexus, a group of people who help content creators reach their goals as well as host their content. Their link is in the description below.